Runway awareness. Okay. Meters.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Catering vehicles are on their way.
Lufthansa 1872, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Fiumicino.
Lufthansa 1872, Munich delivery, expect runway 26 left, turbo 7 Sierra departure, initial climb to flight level 070, squawk 1000.
Turbo 7 Sierra departure, squawk 1000, Lufthansa 1872.
Lufthansa 1872, read back correct, contact ground 121.83 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.83 when ready for pushback or engine start. Lufthansa 1872, bye-bye.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Mazoo 996, stand 113, request pushback and engine start.
Mazoo 996, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Mazoo 996.
Croatia 437, request taxi.
Croatia 437, runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey 1, Sierra 5, Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey 1, Sierra 5, Sierra Bravo 14, Croatia 437. Lufthansa India November Quebec, stand 313, request pushback.
Lufthansa India November Quebec, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa India November Quebec.
Mazoon 996, ready to taxi to the active.
Mazoon 996, runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5, Sierra 6, Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5, Sierra 6, Sierra Bravo 14, Mazoon 996.
Lufthansa India November Quebec request taxi.
Lufthansa India, November Quebec, runway 26 left taxi via E3 Orange, D3 Orange, Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via E3 Orange, D3 Orange, Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa India November Quebec.
Lufthansa 5 Alpha Alpha, stand 252, request pushback.
Lufthansa 5 Alpha Alpha, Munich ground pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Lufthansa 5 Alpha Alpha.
Croatia 437, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505, Croatia 437. Have a good evening.
Lufthansa 1 Tango at stand 208, request pushback.
Lufthansa 1 Tango, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Lufthansa 1 Tango.
Boarding requested.
Lufthansa India November Quebec, contact Munich Tower 120.505. Have a good evening.
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa India November Quebec.
Dolomiti 6 Lima X-ray, gate 118, taxi via Tango, Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Echo 1.
Gate 118 taxi via Tango, Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Echo 1, Dolomiti 6, Lima X-ray.
Lufthansa 5 Alpha Alpha ready to taxi to the active.
Lufthansa 5 Alpha Alpha, runway 26 left taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa 5 Alpha Alpha.
Passengers boarding starting.
Mazoon 996, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Departure checks completed.
Over to Tower 120.505, Mazoon 996.
Lufthansa 1 Tango taxi for departure.
Lufthansa 1 Tango, runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey, 2 and 2 SS Echo 2, Sierra 8 Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey, 2 Echo 2, Sierra 8 Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa 1 Tango.
Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet at stand 223, request pushback and engine start.
Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet.
Lufthansa 5, Alpha Alpha, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 5, Alpha Alpha.
Lufthansa 586 at stand 250, request pushback.
Lufthansa 586, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 586.
Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen? Evening.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray, ramp 171, request pushback.
Oh.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray Munich ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Hello.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 3 November X-ray.
May I see your boarding pass, sir?
Lufthansa 1 Tango, contact Munich Tower 120.505. Have a good evening.
Hello.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 1 Tango.
Oh.
Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet, ready to taxi to the active.
Hello.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Juliet, runway 26 left, taxi via Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left, taxi via Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet.
Lufthansa 61 Alpha at stand 253, request pushback.
Lufthansa 61 Alpha, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south, Lufthansa 61 Alpha.
Hello.
Lufthansa 586, ready to taxi to the active.
Lufthansa 586, runway 26 left, taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14.
Gepäckse auf dem Platz unter dem Vordersitz, außer in der ersten Reihe und in den Notausgangsreihen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Please also use the space under the seats in front of you for storing your hand luggage, unless you're sitting in the first row or an emergency exit row. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. We'd like to extend our welcome on board to you today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray, runway 26 left taxi via November 1, Whiskey 1 Sierra 5 Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26. Left taxi via November 1, Whiskey 1, Sierra 5, Sierra, Bravo 14, Lufthansa 3, November X-ray.
Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 1, Romeo Juliet.
Lufthansa 61 Alpha, request taxi to the active.
Lufthansa 61 Alpha, runway 26 left taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8 Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8 Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa 61 Alpha.
Lufthansa 61 Alpha, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 61 Alpha.
Lufthansa 586, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 586.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super at stand 113, request pushback.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super Munich ground, pushback approved, face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Emirates 35 Quebec Super.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 3 November X-ray. Bye-bye.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super taxi for departure.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super, runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5 Sierra 6 Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5 Sierra 6 Sierra Bravo 14, Emirates 35 Quebec Super.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, the newest weather shows good conditions. We'll plan to push and start for a 2-engine taxi. There are no hot spots along our taxi route. It will be a left seat takeoff, and no need for radar today. We'll plan for a reduced thrust takeoff. Prior to V1, for any master warning, engine fire, or failure that will prevent the aircraft from flying safely, we'll abort and stop on the runway. After V1, we'll take it flying and deal with it in the air and plan to come back here. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, that completes the brief.
Mike November, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 7 Mike November.
Dolomiti 3 for uniform, ramp 165 taxi via Bravo 4 Tango, Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Whiskey 1.
Ramp 165 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Whiskey 1, Dolomiti 3 for uniform.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Yankee, stand 218, request pushback.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Yankee Munich ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 3 Yankee Yankee.
Lufthansa 3. Romeo Tango, stand 209er, request pushback and engine.
Lufthansa 1872, holding short, runway 08 right.
Lufthansa 1872, you are nowhere near 08 right. Why in the world are you asking for departure clearance?
Roger that. Lufthansa 1872.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray, Munich Tower, wind 235 at 2, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 3 November X-ray. Lufthansa 586, contact Munich radar 127.955.
Contact Munich radar 127.955, Lufthansa 586.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super, ready to go, runway 26 left.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 26 left, Emirates 35 Quebec Super.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super, Munich Tower, wind 2, 35 at 2, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff, Emirates 35 Quebec Super.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray, contact Munich radar 127.955. Contact Munich radar 127.955, Lufthansa 3 November X-ray. Emirates 35 Quebec Super, contact Munich radar 127.955.
Contact Munich radar 127.955, Emirates 35 Quebec Super.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Yankee, ready to go, runway 26 left.
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa 9 Echo Papa, Munich delivery. Expect runway 26 left, Curdy 3 Sierra departure. Squawk 4630.
Curdy 3 Sierra departure, Squawk 4630, Lufthansa 9 Echo Papa.
Lufthansa 9 Echo Papa, read back correct. Contact ground 121.83 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.83 when ready for pushback or engine start, Lufthansa 9 Echo Papa, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 3, Romeo Tango, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 1872 at stand 246, request pushback and engine start.
Lufthansa 1872, Munich ground pushback approved, face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Lufthansa 1872.
Qatari 71 Yankee Heavy, stand 250, request pushback and engine start. Qatari 71 Yankee Heavy, Munich ground, pushback approved, face south. Pushback and engine start approved.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
Zulu now current, QNH 1027.
6,366 kilograms.
Seatbelt.
4 Lima Foxtrot, contact Munich
On.
Tower.
Adheres.
120.505.
Nav.
Borrow ref.
Contact Tower 120.505. Dolomiti 4 Lima Foxtrot.
1,027. Set.
1,027. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Lufthansa 9, Echo Papa, runway 26, left taxi via Whiskey, 2, Sierra 7, Sierra, Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa 9, Echo Papa.
Oman Air 124 Heavy, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505, Oman Air 124 Heavy.
Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 145, VR 145, V2 147, flex temp 6 degrees.
V1 145. VR 145. VDA 147. Flex temp 6 degrees. Windows.
Ladies and gentlemen, from up front, this is your captain speaking. Due to some air traffic control weather delays, we are a little bit delayed. We're going to try to make up as much time for you in the air as we can. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Close.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Sierra 8, Sierra Bravo 14, Qatari 71 Yankee Heavy.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 9 Echo Papa. Have a good evening.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Starting engine 2.
Okay.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight. Meine Damen und Herren, ich begrüße Sie auch ganz herzlich an Bord unseres A320. Zusammen mit meinen Kollegen bin ich für den Kabinenservice heute verantwortlich. Schnallen Sie sich jetzt bitte an und ziehen Sie Ihren Sitzgurt fest. Schalten Sie jetzt auch bitte alle Mobiltelefone und andere Geräte mit Sendefunktionen entweder in den Flugmodus oder vollständig aus. So gebrauchte elektronische Geräte an Bord finden Sie im Lufthansa-Magazin.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
Wünsche ich Ihnen einen angenehmen Aufenthalt an Bord. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to add my welcome to that of our captain. Together with my colleagues, I will be responsible for the cabin service on your flight today. Please fasten your seatbelt now and pull it tight. Please make certain that your mobile phones and all other electronic devices with transmission functions are either switched to flight mode or switched off completely. If you would like to know more about using electronic devices on board, please read the information in your Lufthansa magazine. My colleagues and I, we hope to make your stay with us pleasant and a relaxing one. Thank you. Meine Damen und Herren, nur noch ein paar Hinweise zu Ihrer Sicherheit. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to acquaint you with our safety procedures. Wir zeigen Ihnen jetzt, wie Sie Ihren Sitz kurz schließen und wieder öffnen
After
können.
start checklist.
Your seatbelt is
Anti-ice.
fastened like this.
Off.
Ecom status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
Sollte der Druck in der Kabine sinken, fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie eine der Masken
29% set.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
Drücken Sie sie dann
After
auf
start
Mund und Nase
checklist
und schlagen
completed.
Sie das elastische Band über Ihren Kopf. Danach helfen Sie Kindern und Personen, die Hilfe benötigen. In the unlikely event of a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen
Clear left
masks will
side.
automatically
Clear
drop
right
from the
side.
panel above you.
Lufthansa,
Brake check.
Hotel at stand 251.
Pressure zero.
Request pushback and engine start.
The elastic strap over your head. Then assist any children and people who require assistance.
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Hotel, Munich ground pushback approved. Face south.
Unter jedem Sitz ist eine Schwimmweste.
Pushback
Auf
and
Anweisung der
engine
Crew
start
ziehen Sie die
approved.
Weste über den Kopf.
Face south.
Führen Sie den
Lufthansa
vorne
4 Kilo
angebrachten
Hotel.
Boot an
Cockpit to ground.
und
We have a
schließen
good
Sie
engine
ihn.
start.
Ziehen Sie
You
ihn
can
dann fest.
disconnect.
Unmittelbar bevor Sie das
Flight
Flugzeug
control
verlassen,
check.
ziehen
Ready?
Sie an dem roten Grip, um die Weste
Full
aufzufassen.
up.
Wenn Sie das Flugzeug
Full
durch ein
down.
Notfenster verlassen,
Neutral.
lassen Sie die Weste erst außerhalb auf.
Full left.
Falls
Full right.
erforderlich, benutzen Sie den
Neutral.
roten Mundschlauch,
Rudder.
um die Weste
Full left.
aufzublasen. Die
Full
Signallampe
right.
leuchtet bei Kontakt mit Wasser automatisch auf.
Neutral.
There is a life vest under every seat. When instructed to do so by the cabin crew, pull the vest over your head. Pass the belt around your waist once and fasten the clasp. Then pull the belt tight. Just before you leave the aircraft, pull the red tab to inflate the vest. If you leave the aircraft through an overwing exit, do not inflate the vest until you are outside the aircraft. If necessary, blow into the red tubes to inflate the vest or top up the air. The signal lights are automatically in contact with water.
Bypass pin removed.
In der Sitztasche finden Sie eine Informationskarte mit allen Sicherheitshinweisen. Bitte prägen Sie sich besonders die Lage der Notausgänge ein. Sie sind mit dem Wort Exit gekennzeichnet. Leuchtstreifen am Boden zeigen Ihnen den Weg dorthin. Bitte beachten Sie, dass sich der nächstgelegene Notausgang auch hinter Ihnen befinden kann. In your seat you will find an information card explaining the safety instructions. Please take particular note of the location of the emergency exits, which are marked with the word exit. Illuminated strips on the floor will guide you to the exits. Remember that the nearest exit may be located behind you. Meine Damen und Herren, nur noch der Hinweis, dass dieser Flug ein Nichtraucherflug ist. Ladies and gentlemen, this flight is a non-smoking flight. Meine Damen und Herren, zum Start stellen Sie bitte Ihre Rückenlehnen senkrecht und klappen die Tische zurück. Passagiere an dem Fensterplatz werden gebeten, die Sonnenblende zum Start zu öffnen. Wir wünschen Ihnen nun einen guten Flug. Ladies and gentlemen, for takeoff, please ensure that your seat is in upright position and your table is folded away. Passengers seated at the window seat are kindly asked to open the window shades for takeoff. Thank you and enjoy your flight with us.
Runway 26, left taxi via D2 SSR, Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra, Bravo 14, Lufthansa 4 Kilo Hotel.
Meine Damen und Herren, nun wird nur noch das Kabinenlicht abdunkeln. Sie finden Ihre persönliche Leselampe über Ihrem Sitz. Ladies and gentlemen, we will dim the cabin light now.
Lufthansa 1872, request taxi.
Lufthansa 1872, runway 26 left taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra, Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 2, Sierra 8, Sierra, Bravo 14, Lufthansa 1872.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, stand 113, request pushback and engine start.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, Munich ground pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 726 Heavy.
Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Ecom memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Hotel, contact Munich Tower 120.505, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 4 Kilo Hotel.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5, Sierra 6, Sierra Bravo 14.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5, Sierra 6, Sierra Bravo 14, Lufthansa 726 Heavy.
Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic. Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
Line up checklist.
Lufthansa 1872.
Takeoff runway.
Contact Munich Tower 120.505. Have a good evening.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 1872.
Runway 26 right, confirmed.
Runway 26 right, confirmed. TCAS.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Hotel, contact
Off.
Munich radar
Lineup checklist completed.
127.955.
Contact Munich radar 127.955, Lufthansa 4 Kilo Hotel.
Lufthansa 1872, holding short, runway 26 left.
Lufthansa 1872, Munich Tower, wind 215 at 2, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 1872.
Approaching 26 left. On runway 26 left.
Take off.
Check.
Man flex. 6, SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. $100 knots.
Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive climb.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, ready for departure.
Gear up.
Runway 26 left.
Gear up.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, runway 26 left. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 26 left. Lufthansa 726 Heavy.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, Munich Tower, wind 215 at 2. Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 726
Packs are
Heavy.
on.
Lufthansa 1872, contact Munich radar 127.955.
Contact Munich radar 127.955, Lufthansa 1872. Munich radar, Lufthansa 1872, 3,400 feet.
Lufthansa 1872, Munich radar identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Lufthansa 1872.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Set standard.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 050. Now.
Checked.
Meine Damen und Herren, da jederzeit unerwartete Turbulenzen auftreten können, sind Sie verpflichtet, sich anzuschnallen, sobald Sie Ihren Sitzplatz eingenommen haben. Dies gilt auch dann, wenn die Anschnallzeichen ausgeschaltet wurden. Ladies and gentlemen, as turbulence can occur unexpectedly at any time, very inclined to have your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. This also applies if the seatbelt signs are switched off.
Lufthansa 726 Heavy, Munich radar, good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Lufthansa 726 Heavy.
Lufthansa 3 November X-ray, contact line gun radar 127.6. Contact land gun radar 127.
Clear rad nav.
Lufthansa
Okay.
3 November X-ray.
Munich radar, Lufthansa 6 Hotel Hotel. Good evening, 2,600 feet.
Lufthansa 6 Hotel Hotel Munich radar identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Lufthansa 6 Hotel Hotel.
Lufthansa 1872. Contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Lufthansa 1872. Munich radar, Lufthansa 1872 through flight level 156 for flight level 180, direct turbo.
Lufthansa 1872, Munich radar. Good evening, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Lufthansa 1872. 1,000 to go.
KLM Bravo,
Check.
Charlie Lima, contact Vienna Center 124.4, have a good evening.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4 KLM Bravo, Charlie Lima.
Ethiopian 707 Heavy, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4. Ethiopian 707 Heavy. Bye-bye. Munich radar, City 59 Hotel, flight level 310.
City 59 Hotel, Munich radar, radar contact. Lufthansa 7 Mike November, contact London radar, approach 125.05.
Contact London radar, approach 125.05, Lufthansa 7 Mike November.
City 65 Juliet, contact Vienna Center 124.4, bye-bye.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4, City 65 Juliet.
Munich radar, Air India 172 Heavy, flight level 410.
Air India 172 Heavy, Munich radar, radar contact. Air France 57 Zulu Whiskey, you are assigned flight level 390. I show you at flight level 380. Climb to flight level 390. Roger, climb to flight level 390, Air France 57 Zulu Whiskey. Iberia 3194, contact Munich arrival 120.78.
Contact Munich arrival 120.78, Iberia 3194.
Munich radar, Lufthansa 04 Whiskey, good evening, flight level 2904.
Lufthansa 04 Whiskey, Munich radar identified. Lufthansa 1872, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4, Lufthansa 1872. Vienna Center, Lufthansa 1872 through flight level 238 for flight level 370.
Lufthansa 1872, Vienna Center identified. City 65 Juliet, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, City 65 Juliet.
Croatia 437, Vienna Center, expect Peto 2 Zulu, runway 04. Expect Peto 2 Zulu, runway 04, Croatia 437. Lufthansa India November Quebec, contact Ljubljana radar 135.275. Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275, Lufthansa India November Quebec. Vienna Center, 40 Delta November, flight level 369er. With Air 48 Delta November, Vienna Center identified. Vienna Center, Lufthansa 586, flight level 131. Lufthansa 586, Vienna Center, good evening, radar contact, climb to flight level 330. Climb to flight level 330, Lufthansa 586.
Vienna Center, Easy 52 Kilo Yankee, flight level 340.
Easy 52 Kilo Yankee, Vienna Center, radar contact.
Vienna Center, Emirates 35 Quebec Super, good evening, flight level 150.
Emirates 35 Quebec Super, Vienna Center, good evening, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Emirates 35 Quebec Super.
Vienna Center, Enterprise 7 X-ray, flight level 360.
Enterprise 7 X-ray, Vienna Center, radar contact. Vienna Center, Emirates 86 Heavy, flight level 388. Emirates 86 Heavy, Vienna Center, identified. Croatia 437, descend to flight level 120. Descend to flight level 120, Croatia 437. With go 9 Tango Uniform, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Echo 9 Tango Uniform, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 1872, contact Milan radar 124.925. Have a good evening.
Contact Milan radar 124.925, Lufthansa 1872. Have a good evening. Milan radar, Lufthansa 1872, out of flight level 318 for flight level 370 direct Baker.
Lufthansa 1872, Milan radar contact. TUI-Jet 1 Mike Hotel, contact Zurich radar 126.225, bye-bye.
Contact Zurich radar 126.225, TUI-Jet 1 Mike Hotel, bye-bye.
Sky Alps 2302, contact Bolzano Aerodrome information approach 120.6.
Contact Bolzano Aerodrome information approach 120.6, Sky Alps 2302.
City 39 Sierra, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, City 39 Sierra.
City 39 Sierra QNH 1027, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 04 right with the Lauren transition.
QNH 1027, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 04 right with the Lauren transition, City 39 Sierra.
Dolomiti 4 Lima Foxtrot, Bane 5 Mike, runway 12, report ready for descent.
Bane 5 Mike, runway 12, ready for descent, Dolomiti 4 Lima Foxtrot.
Dolomiti 4 Lima Foxtrot, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Dolomiti 4 Lima Foxtrot.
Milan radar, Oman Air
1,000 to go.
flight level
Check.
30.
Oman Air 132 Heavy, Milan radar identified. Wizz Air 11 Bravo Papa, contact Vienna Center 124.4. Have a good evening.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4, Wizz Air 11 Bravo Papa, bye-bye.
Charlie Lima, Milan radar identified. Austrian 9502, contact Ljubljana radar 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275, Austrian 9502, have a good evening.
Magic Sun 1 November Charlie, contact Zagreb radar 124.85.
Contact Zagreb radar 124.85, Magic Sun 1 November Charlie.
Milan radar, Etihad 42 Bravo Heavy, good evening, flight level 360.
Etihad 42 Bravo Heavy, Milan radar identified.
Milan radar, Air Algerie 3042. Good evening, flight level 370.
Air Algerie 3042, Milan radar, radar contact.
Milan radar, Wizmaster 9570, good evening, flight level 340.
Malta 9570, Milan radar identified.
Milan radar, Ryanair 9 Alpha Tango, flight level 380.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Tango, Milan radar, radar contact. City 39 Sierra, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027, City 39 Sierra. Milan radar, Air France 638 Heavy, good evening, flight level 410.
Air France 638 Heavy, Milan radar, radar contact.
Milan radar, Magic Sun 5 Hotel Zulu, flight level 380.
Magic Sun 5 Hotel Zulu, Milan radar identified.
Milan radar, Qatari 99 Victor Heavy, flight level 410.
Qatari 99 Victor Heavy, Milan radar identified.
Milan radar, Wizz Air 906, flight level 283.
Wizz Air 906 Milan radar, good evening, identified, continue climb to flight level 360.
Continue climb to flight level 360, Wizz Air 906.
Magic Sun 5 Hotel Zulu, contact Zagreb radar 124.85, bye-bye.
Contact Zagreb radar 124.85, Magic Sun 5 Hotel Zulu.
CT39 Sierra, cleared direct Lauren, cross Lauren at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS Whiskey runway 04 right.
Clear direct, Lauren, cross Lauren at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey, runway 04, right, CD39 Sierra.
KLM Bravo Charlie Lima, contact Ljubljana radar 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275 KLM Bravo, Charlie Lima, bye-bye.
Alpine 54 Yankee Bravo, Milan radar identified.
Milan radar, Wizz Malta 752 descending via Mibba 3 Echo, flight level 2 Lunar 5.
Alpine 54 Yankee Bravo, Milan radar, expect legal 4 X-ray, runway 35 left. Bologna, approach 133.775.
Contact Bologna approach 133.775 Dolomiti 4 Lima Foxtrot.
Alpine 54 Yankee Bravo, descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100. Alpine 54 Yankee Bravo.
Wiz Malta 9570, descend to flight level 170.
Descend to flight level 170, Wiz Malta 9570.
Wiz Malta 752, Milan radar, radar contact. Air Algeria 3042, contact Zagreb radar 124.85.
Contact Zagreb radar 124.85 Air Algeria 3042. Have a good evening.
Milan radar, Lufthansa 572 heavy, flight level 370. Lufthansa 572 heavy, Milan radar identified. City 39 Sierra, contact Venice Tower 120.2.
Over to Tower 120.2, City 39 Sierra.
Milan radar, Vueling 8 Papa Golf, descending via El Cap 3 Alpha, flight level 345.
Vueling 8 Papa Golf, Milan radar, radar contact.
Milan radar, Ryanair 5 Lima Mike, flight level 150.
Ryanair 5 Lima Mike, Milan radar identified. Climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Ryanair 5 Lima Mike.
Milan radar, Easy 58 Yankee Zulu, flight level 340.
Easy 58 Yankee Zulu, Milan radar, radar contact. Heading 8 Papa Golf, contact Padova Control 134.3. Have a good evening.
Contact Padova Control 134.3, ruling 8 Papa Golf.
Milan radar Alpine 93, Papa November, descending via Miba 3 Echo, flight level 321.
Alpine 93 Papa November, Milan radar, radar contact. Etihad 42 Bravo Heavy. Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275, Etihad 42 Bravo Heavy.
Qatari 41 Quebec Heavy, contact Zagreb radar 124.85.
Contact Zagreb radar 124.85, Qatari 41 Quebec Heavy. Radar, Ryanair 651 X-ray, flight level 370.
Ryanair 651 X-ray, Milan radar, radar contact.
Milan radar, Iberia 32 Echo Zulu, descending via Alba 2 Echo, flight level 190.
Iberia 32 Echo Zulu, Milan radar, radar contact. Ryanair 651 X-ray, Milan radar, expect Oscar 3 Whiskey, runway 280.
Expect Oscar 3 Whiskey, runway 28, Ryanair 651 X-ray.
X-ray, descend to flight level 110.
Descent to flight level 110, Ryanair 651 X-ray.
Lufthansa 1872, contact Rome radar 131.1.
Contact Rome radar 131.1, Lufthansa 1872. Rome radar, Lufthansa 1872, flight level 370.
Ryanair 45 Mike Delta, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Ryanair 45 Mike Delta.
Lufthansa 1872, Rome radar, radar contact.
Lufthansa 1872, request approach change.
Lufthansa 1872, you've not yet started your descent. Unable.
Rome radar, Ryanair 63 Foxtrot, descending via LB1 Delta flight level 143.
Ryanair 63 Foxtrot, Rome radar identified. Malta 1552. Contact the Brindisi Military 129.775.
Contact Brindisi Military 129.775 with Malta 1552.
Ryanair 63 Foxtrot. Contact Pisa approach 126.08.
Contact Pisa approach 126.08, Ryanair 63 Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 1872, Rome radar, expect right 3 Bravo, runway 16 left.
Expect right 3 Bravo, runway 16 left, Lufthansa 1872.
798, flight level 390.
Wizz 798, Rome radar contact.
Lufthansa 1872, request approach change.
Lufthansa 1872, you've not yet started your descent, unable. Ryanair 45 Mike Delta, contact Milan radar 124.925, bye-bye.
Contact Milan radar 124.925, Ryanair 45 Mike Delta.
Lufthansa 1872, right 3 Bravo, runway 16 left. Report ready for descent. Lufthansa 1872, right 3 Bravo, runway 16 left. Report ready for descent.
Right 3, Bravo, runway 16 left, call when ready, Lufthansa 1872.
Rome radar, Ryanair 1151, descending via level 3, echo flight level 343.
Ryanair 1151, Rome radar identified. Lufthansa 1872, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Lufthansa 1872.
Good evening, Rome radar, Itaro 1500, descending via Asian 3 Alpha, flight level 199er.
Itaro 1500, Rome radar identified. Itaro 1500. Contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Itaro 1500.
Ryanair 1151. Contact Padova Control 134.3.
Contact Padova Control 134.3, Ryanair 1151.
Rome radar, Ryanair 8 Yankee Papa, descending via Val 3 Alpha, flight level 235.
Ryanair 8 Yankee Papa, Rome radar identified.
You have control.
I have control.
Rome radar with Malta 3758 descending via Ram 3 Alpha flight level 254.
With Malta 3758 Rome radar.
Are you ready
Radar
for the
contact.
arrival brief?
Go ahead.
Our current weather shows nice VFR conditions, and we've got the arrival and approach for guidance and FMS for descent planning to get down to the airport. It'll be an ILS approach. The runway is dry, and we take the first available turn and taxi to the gate per ATC instructions. Once cleared, we can plan to start the APU for taxi in. Any questions?
No questions.
Brief complete.
Lufthansa 1872, request approach change.
Lufthansa 1872, roger. Say approach.
Request ILS Whiskey runway 16 left, Lufthansa 1872.
Lufthansa 1872, you're already assigned ILS Whiskey runway 16 left. Unable. With Malta 5692, contact Milan radar 124.925.
Contact Milan radar 124.925 with Malta 5692.
I have control.
You have control.
Rome radar Ryanair 64 Victor Romeo, good evening, descending via PLE 4 Foxtrot, flight level 303.
Ryanair 64 Victor Romeo, Rome radar contact. Ryanair 2 Bravo Yankee, Rome radar contact.
Rome radar with Air 91 Juliet, good evening, flight level 360.
Ryanair 8 Yankee Papa, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Ryanair 8 Yankee Papa.
Lufthansa 1872, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Lufthansa 1872. Roma arrivals, Lufthansa 1872, flight level 233 with information Oscar.
Lufthansa 1872 Roma arrivals, QNH 1020. Expect the ILS Whiskey runway 16 left with the Subok transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS Whiskey. Runway 16 left with the Subok transition. Lufthansa 1872.
Roma arrivals, Ryanair 2 Bravo Yankee, flight level 326 with information Oscar. Ryanair 2 Bravo Yankee Roma arrivals. Good evening, QNH
1020, set.
1020, set, passing 21,400. Now.
Checked.
Ryanair 2 Bravo Yankee. Roma arrivals, Vueling 8 Papa Golf, flight level 155 with information Oscar. Vueling 8 Papa Golf Roma arrivals, QNH 1020, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 16 left with the Subok transition. QNH 1020, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 16 left with the Subok transition. Vueling 8 Papa Golf.
Lufthansa 1872, please verify name of my next fix.
Lufthansa 1872, I show you going directly up, then to RAF 422.
Wilco, direct to Geepop, then to RAF 422, Lufthansa 1872.
Roma arrivals, with Malta 3758, flight level 176 with information Oscar.
Visa Malta 3758 Roma arrivals, QNH 1020, expect the ILS Yankee runway 16 right with the Subok transition.
QNM 1020, expect the ILS Yankee runway 16 right with the Subok transition, with Malta 3758.
Vueling 6933, cleared direct Suvac, cross Suvac at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS Yankee runway 16 right.
Cleared direct Suvac, cross Suvac at or above 5,000 feet,
Meine
cleared
Damen und
ILS
Herren,
Yankee
wir werden
runway
nun mit
16
unserem
right,
Landeanflug.
fueling
Bitte achten
6933.
Sie darauf, dass Ihr Handgepäck sicher verstaut ist und überprüfen Sie, dass Ihr elektronisches Gerät im Flugmodus ist. Alle Sendefunktionen müssen ausgeschaltet sein. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our approach. Please make sure that your hand baggage is safely stowed and that your portable electronic devices switch to flight mode. All transmission functions must be switched off completely. Bitte stellen Sie jetzt noch Ihre Rückenlehnen senkrecht und klappen Sie die Tische wieder zurück. Passagiere an einem Fensterplatz werden gebeten, die Sonnenblende zur Landung zu öffnen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seat is in the upright position and your table is folded away. Passengers seated in the window seat are kindly asked to open the window shade for landing. Thank you.
Approach checklist.
Faro ref
1, 0, 2, 0, set.
1, 0, 2, 0. Set seatbelts.
On.
Minimum.
2, 8, 9, set.
Auto brake.
Low armed.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Lufthansa 1872, cleared direct Suvac, cross Suvac at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 16 left.
Cleared direct Suvac, cross Suvac at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 16 left, Lufthansa 1872.
Activate approach phase.
Vueling 8 Papa Golf, cleared direct Suvac, cross Suvac at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 16 left. Cleared direct Suvac, cross Suvac at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 16 left. Vueling 8 Papa Golf.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
1,000 to go.
Check.
2,500.
Radar altimeter alive.
Hi, Captain.
Check.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Vueling 6933. Contact Film Tower 127.625. Have a good evening.
Contact Tower 127.625, Vueling 6933, have a good evening.
1500, cleared direct Suvok.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway 16 right.
Cleared direct Suvok, cross Suvok at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS Yankee runway 16 right, Itaro 1500.
Roma arrivals, Air Portugal 836 Alpha. Good evening, flight level 174 with information Oscar.
Air Portugal 836 Alpha Roma arrivals. Good evening, QNH 1020. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 16 right with the Suvok transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS Yankee runway 16 right with the Suvok transition. Air Portugal 836 Alpha.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Gear down.
Gear down. Cabin crew be seated for landing.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Lufthansa 1872. Contact Fiume Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Lufthansa 1872. Fiume Tower, Lufthansa 1872, ILS Whiskey Runway 16
Landing
left.
checklist.
Ecom memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Lufthansa 1872, Fiume Tower, wind 045 at 8, runway 16 left cleared to land.
Runway 16 left cleared to land, Lufthansa 1872.
All aircraft be advised information Papa now current, QNH 1020.
$1,000.
Check.
1,000.
Fiume Tower, dwelling 8 Papa Golf, ILS Whiskey runway 16 left. Dwelling 8 Papa Golf, Fiume Tower, continue. Roger, dwelling 8 Papa Golf.
Approaching 16 left.
100 above.
Check.
100 above. 300.
Minimums.
Continue.
Check.
Minimum
Sink rate.
200.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Spoilers. No reverse engine 1 and engine 2. Ditch help. knots.
Lufthansa 1872. Exit right at Delta Hotel.
1,500 meters
Exit
remaining.
Right at Delta Hotel, Lufthansa 1872.
One 1,200 remaining.
Ruling 8, Papa Golf, wind 045 at 8, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Bitte bleiben Sie noch so lange angeschnallt sitzen,
Runway 16 left, clear to land, ruling 8, Papa Golf.
Die Anschnallzeiten über Ihnen ausgeschaltet wurden. Kapitän und seine Crew danken Ihnen, dass Sie
Lufthansa
heute Lufthansa
1872, contact ground 122.125.
verbleibenden Tag oder gegebenenfalls eine angenehme
Ground 122.125, Lufthansa 1872.
Seatbelt fastened until the captain has switched off the seatbelt signs above your heads. We, the entire crew, would like to say goodbye to you now. We thank you for having chosen Lufthansa and Star Alliance.
Lufthansa 1872, request taxi to the gate.
A safe onward journey. Take care, bye-bye,
Lufthansa 1872. Welcome to Fiumicino. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Request gate 404, Lufthansa 1872.
Lufthansa 1872, gate 404, taxi via Delta Hotel, Delta, Echo Golf, Golf, November Zulu.
Gate 404 taxi via Delta Hotel, Delta, Echo Golf, Golf, November Zulu, Lufthansa 1872.
Wizz Air 5 uniform Mike, contact Fiume Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7 with a 5 uniform Mike. Have a good evening.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
Welling 8 Papa Golf, gate 706 taxi via Delta Hotel, Tango Mike.
Gate 706 taxi via Delta Hotel, Tango, Mike, Welling 8, Papa Golf.
Itaro 1500, gate 410, taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Mike, Sierra, Hotel November Golf.
0410, taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Mike, Sierra Hotel, November Golf, Itaro 1500.
Ryanair 8 Yankee Papa, gate 306 taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Mike, Sierra Hotel. Gate 306 taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Mike, Sierra Hotel, Ryanair 8 Yankee Papa.
Taxi light off. Parking checklist.
The boarding requested.
Parking brake or chocks?
Cabin crew, all doors in park.
Set.
Engines.
Off.
Wing lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
Thank you for flying with us.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Ryanair to Bravo Yankee, ramp 321 taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Mike Sierra Hotel Delta Golf.
Ramp 321 taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Mike Sierra